تمام. اوكي، المطلوب مننا ان احنا توك تو فراو باكمان، الاستاذة باكمان. طيب هاي قاعدة فوق هنا. ماشي، لما نشوف.
Come and see, Fräulein.
Incredible.
Isn't it just? You see these flags? Each mechanism housing for each musical automaton on the square is represented by one of these flags.
Fascinating.
Today is the day they are being serviced. Each mechanism has been inspected by an academy maintenance man. In theory, they're all functional. But if you like, you can go and see these maintenance men on my behalf and fetch back their respective reports. You would be doing me a big favor, as I have to inspect the piano in the kiosk. And also, it will give you a chance to take a peek at each of the automaton mechanisms.
ماشي.
Thank you. I'd be delighted.
Now, take this. You'll need it to open the maintenance room that leads to the most impressive mechanism of all, that of the clock tower.
Thank you, Frau Beckmann.
Do you have any questions before you go?
Do you know who built the mechanical orchestra? My father told me it didn't exist when he was young.
They were built by a strange young French inventor by the name of Vorarlberg some years ago. From what I heard, he was visiting Wagen while en route to the east, just after the huge fire that destroyed the town. He was moved by the legend of Vera Schönberg, that virtuoso who died in the fire, so he offered his talents to rebuild the city and create the mechanical orchestra.
What happened to Vera Schönberg? My mother always says it's the saddest story.
And she's right. You probably know that Vera Schönberg was Wagen's most famous musician at the beginning of the century. But her legend was truly born the night she performed a cello concerto right here on the square. It was also the night of the worst fire in Wagen's modern history.
And Frau Schönberg, she died in the fire, right?
She did, as well as all the other musicians and the entire audience. They were surrounded by flames, trapped on this square.
How dreadful.
Dreadful indeed. But according to the legend, Vera Schönberg kept playing Wagen's hymn until the very end. She understood they were all doomed to die, and her music brought them peace of mind during their last moments. This automaton you played with last spring was created in her image as a final tribute.
I had no idea.
Well, now you know all about the legend of Vera Schönberg. Was there something else, Fräulein Rose?
آخر سؤال. البيانو.
When the mechanical orchestra played along with me last spring, it was incredible. But how does it manage to play at the same tempo as the piano? It was almost like in a dream.
Oh, it wasn't dream work, Fräulein, but clockwork. The piano is connected to the mechanism that you are going to inspect, and the hymn of Wagen played on the keys. That's what sets the rhythm and the intensity of the performance, and that's what triggers everything else.
I'll go and see the maintenance team.
Good. Thank you, Fräulein.
ماشي. اوكي، يبقى احنا اخدنا مفتاح اللي هو هيدخلنا.
According to Frau Beckmann, It opens the maintenance room just next to the clock tower.
ماشي. اعتقد المفتاح ده مثلا ممكن نخبيه في حتة معينة وكيت تاخده عشان تقدر تخش المكان اللي فيه المينتينز غرفة الصيانة. طيب ماشي.
The maintenance man said it was functional. I shouldn't touch it. It seems perfectly functional.
ماشي. يعني هنا تمام. خدوا بالكم في ارقام هنا بس مكتوبة بالمقلوب يبقى المفروض نقراها 6 4 2 8. جايز نستفيد منه في حاجة في حتة تانية. تمام. ما فيش حاجة هنا تقريبا.
I can hardly believe I held my concert here just 6 months ago. 6 months. Seems like a lifetime. So much has happened. Meeting Leon for a start. It would be so good if he were here now. I love receiving his letters since he left to Baltea with the Origin expedition. The way he described Kantar, the capital, made it sound like a city from a dream. We've said so much on paper. And I love to read between the lines. But since the expedition left Kantar for the mountains, no news. I just hope he's okay.
ماشي. تمام. ده ما فيهوش حاجة. خلاص يبقى نخش غرفة الصيانة. هي فين؟ هي المفروض هنا صح؟ لا هنا مفتاح. اعتقد الموضوع هيبقى كبير قوي ضخم لانك انت كل حاجه ميكانيزم. كل حاجه ميكانيكيه بدءا من البيانو للاوتونوموس للحاجات اللي هي العرايس دي اللي ما تفهمش بقى هي متحركه ازاي بتروس تحت الارض لغايه البرج اللي احنا تحتيه دلوقتي. موضوع تاني. اتمنى بس الموضوع يكون ايه بسيط نقدر ايه نسهل على نفسنا يعني ما يبقاش في مشكله.
The spare parts for the automatons on the square.
طيب. ده كان بيتكلم.
I just come down from the tower. You can tell Frau Beckman everything's in order up there. The mechanism's in perfect condition.
According to what the maintenance guy told Dana, there should be an access to the clock tower somewhere in the room.
علق التاني. اللعبة فيها بجاية لسه. ماشي. لغاية دلوقتي لسه مفيش ابديت نزل جديد.
Oh, I've already checked over everything upstairs. There's no point you going up there.
That elevator Dana tried to take, it leads to the clock tower. We need to find it, Oscar.
نشوف مكان تاني. يعني الاسانسير ده عطلان، ممكن نشوفه في مكان تاني. هنا لا، هنا لا. انا بحاول ايه اللي ممكن نقدر نعمله يعني قبل ما اتنقل لكيت. ثواني كده.
A part of the mechanism was damaged, but I changed it. You can tell Frau Beckman everything's in order now.
What is this?
مش عارف.
This looks complex.
طيب.
Wow, I would hate to be the one who must tune this.
أكيد في مناج سبيل هنا. طيب. طب هنروح لكيت.
Looks like the rector was right, Oscar. I should be able to find the mechanisms he wants me to repair by following the circuit Dana described in the report.
They would still need to be accessible to us today, Kate Walker.
Glad to see you haven't lost any of your legendary optimism, my dear Oscar. So that's the famous Vaughan Music Academy? It's not what I was expecting.
ماشي. يبقى كده الدور على كيت. نحاول نعمل صيانة. question ثواني بقى. 4 main quest، واحدة side quest. side quest بتقول question the rector about the main square before playing the piano. مين الريكتور؟ هسأل الريكتور. مين الريكتور ده؟ ايه؟ هتصل بمين؟
I wonder what it's supposed to represent.
دي اللي احنا شفناها برا. فكك.
Excuse me. Hello?
Now what?
I see you're not a fan of modernizing the square.
Oh, the council, in its great wisdom, deemed it outdated and unpredictable for the musical automatons to be triggered by the best student in the academy, or a soloist, or a virtuoso visiting Wagen. Not to mention buskers, they certainly don't attract any tourists. No, what they thought was they would electrify and computerize the activation of the mechanical concert. So it would happen on a schedule, like an attraction.
Did they do it?
Oh, the talks went on, but nothing was ever done. And so the square has basically been abandoned. And the mechanical automatons have fallen into disrepair.
طيب.
I'd better get going then.
Quite.
شكرا.
Good luck with the mechanisms, Fraulein.
شكرا. نحاول نصلح بقى ايه ده؟ اقروا براحتكم. ماشي. نطلع برا. طبعا الدنيا متغيرة تماما. تعال نحاول نبص بصة. عايز باسورد. ده اللي احنا بقى قلنا عليه صح؟ هنقلب كده عليها ونبص بص هنا. اهو 6 4 2 8. ستة 4 2 8. ايه جايز كل واحد له باسورد مختلف. تعال نبص هنا.
I don't think they mentioned this code in the report. Given the condition of that door, it should give way if I force it a bit.
Impossible, Kate Walker. Such an act is illegal.
Let's just hope that no police come by here.
ماشي.
It won't work.
Looks like a part is missing.
في حاجة ناقصة.
The connection between this mechanism and the other ones on the square seems to be operational. Something's wrong.
حاجة ناقصة. طيب. طيب هنحاول الافندي نقله باسورد. شو حاسس الدنيا مختلفة.
You can tell, Frau Beckman, this automaton still works correctly, but it's so filthy that it won't last long. It's gonna take me the whole day to give it a good clean if it's to get past winter.
والباسورد مش باين. طيب تعال نعكس 6 4 2 8 لا نحاول نشوف كده.
Looks locked. I can't go in. I don't believe it. Because of that van, I can't get to the mechanism. I'll have to find a way to move it.
عايزين نحرك العربية دي. عايزين نحرك العربية دي.
I need to find the owner.
صاحب العربية. ندور على صاحب العربية عشان نحرك العربية. ده نلاقيه في أنهي داهية ده.
Looks like they've tried to blend all these new shops into the original facades. Doesn't make it any less a tourist trap though.
شكلها مفيش حد هنا. طيب نحاول نخش هنا.
I should be able to get through it. If I can reach it.
احنا ممكن نحرك الصندوق في صندوق هنا اهو. لو حركنا ده لا مش للدرجات تقيل قوي يعني. بتحسسني ان انا يعني حجر الاهرام. هذا الزرق. اوبا يلا يلا. الفول جايب نتيجة. ايوه المحشي جايب نتيجة. اوعى بقى. الحمد لله المحشي جايب نتيجة.
Good. Now I just have to find the elevator to the clock tower.
It might have been easier to ask for a clerk to let you in, don't you think?
According to the report, the elevator should be behind there. Let's hope it hasn't been walled up since. There. Okay. Just need to clear the passageway.
أنا آسف. تاني. يلا يا ترى ايه اللي عامل مشاكل؟ يا البتنجان يا المحشي. يلا يا اختي. الحمد لله. ماشي تعال نبص هنا جايز نلاقي.
Must I remind you that we are here illegally, Kate Walker? The employee will be very surprised to see you coming out of his back room.
ماشي. وركبنا الاسانسير. ماشي.
they're still magnificent, in spite of their age. I wonder how long it's been since they were activated.
السلم اللي فوق ما فيش حاجة هنا. تعال نشوف هنا. ما هذا؟ ما هذا؟ الله العظيم التالت. لا حول ولا قوة الا بالله. مش عايز الموضوع يتعقد. ماشي. هنبص على ده الأول. زرار أحمريقة مقفول، يبقى دوره مجاش. نشوف ده كده. نمسك ده. حلاوتك. نمسك ده. المفروض ينزل تحت. الله، دوس على الزرار بقى.
That's it for the engine. Now I should open those large doors.
ماشي. نفتح البوابات بقى. الله.
Well played, Kate Walker. You seem to be on the right track to successfully completing the service the Rector asked of you.
Thanks, Oscar. But I still have to find the other mechanisms.
ايه ده؟ ده الحتة الناقصة.
Looks like spare parts for automatons.
spare parts. ماشي ناخدها. هو ما خدهاش ليه؟ added to inventory. اخدناه. طيب مفيش حاجة تانية. ماشي. بيتحط. قال لي ايه؟ اعتقد ان احنا هنرجع ونصلح البتاع اللي بره دي اللي كانت فيها قطع ناقصة. الموضوع بسيط باذن الله. يعني اسانسير عتيق. اسانسير عتيق. يلا يا باشا نخرج من الله. ماشي. اجري اجري اجري. نصلح التانية. فين كان في قطعة كانت ناقصة دي مش عارفين نفتح. هي فين؟ هي موجودة الناحية التانية هنا. هي دي. ماشي. هنا بقى الجزء اللي فوق ده هنحط الحتة الناقصة. تمام. بعد كده ندوس على الزرار.
Half done. Let's see what's next.
ماشي. تعال بص كده فوق.
Half done. Let's see what's next.
ماشي. عايز اعرف مين صاحب العربية.
Wow. Pity I don't have time for some sightseeing.
انا كنت فاكر هكلم حد. طب ماشي. طب هي العربية مكتوب عليها ايه بس عشان نبقى عارفين؟ بوفيرما فاغنر بوفيرما. اعتقد ده اسم مطعم باين. تعال ندور عليه بقى. بوفرا جايز تكون دي عربيته.
Excuse me. Hello.
Now what?
There's just one problem. Even if I do manage to fix all the different parts of the mechanical orchestra, I still have to play the piano properly, and I haven't played piano since I left junior high. My mom bought me one when I was a kid, but it really wasn't my strong suit.
There's no need to worry. You don't need to be a virtuoso to activate the mechanism. The mechanical orchestra will come out if you play all the notes in the right order, regardless of the rhythm. You just need to know the basics of music reading.
Why is the academy going to close?
For the simple reason that we have no students. No students, no lessons. No lessons, no academy.
And why are there no students? That's not a stupid question.
Because the mayor has taken away our grant that enabled our institution to become famous the world over.
Why would he do that?
Oh, budget restrictions, apparently. So, no staff, no students.
No students, no lessons. I get it.
But, between you and me and this counter, I'd say that's all just a pretext to get us out of the building.
And why would anyone want to do that?
To make others rich, of course. Property developers who are going to slice our institution up into shops, apartments, and office spaces, just like they've done with all the other buildings around the musical square.
I'd better get going then.
Quite. Good luck with the mechanisms, Fraulein.
احنا كده عملنا السايد كويست وانا مش واخد بالي. الله العظيم تلاقي اللعبة دي.